Peace be still. Hello, brilliant ones. The perception book sizes. Basically, locating and eradicating fear is what we're going to talk about. Say the teacher walks into your Astronomy 11758 class, and they say, tonight, your assignment, when you go home, will be to count the stars in blah, 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 blah. Now, the reason why I did that is because it really doesn't matter what the assignment is. One's perception, our perception, your perception of how the class, about how that assignment, how difficult it's going to be will affect your performance in it. It will affect the amount of energy you're going to have to put into it. It will affect the impetus to get started. It will affect, your anxiety. It will affect a great many things. So the perception of how you deal with things is important. So the perception book sizes. 1 leaflet. Small, simple. Give me a small fry. You're like approaching a college class. It's like, that's going to be easy. When you see that, when you do it, it's like, okay, thousands of kids have already taken the class this year. And the school's been in existence for 150 years. And so, not that many kids have failed the class. So it can't really be that hard. It's a first semester class. Everyone's got to take it. So it can't be that hard. If you approach your challenges, anything you have to do, any task you have to do, if you approach it from looking down on it, it will be simple. It's like a leaflet. That's going to be easy. Don't worry about that. No matter, even if you're in a registration line. And you look at the class and the name is just like super long. Just look at, hey, that's going to be easy, because your mind will start preparing. That's going to be easy. It doesn't even matter how many chapters the teacher assigns. The teacher says, in this class you'll be reading 3 articles and you'll be reading 2 chapters out of the book once a week, and then we're going to talk about the articles, then we're going to discuss the articles, then you're going to write a paper, and then after that we're going to get up and have a debate about it, and then we're going to do all this other stuff. You're just like, okay, don't worry about it, just write it down. It'll be easy. And like sitting down, you just sit down and do it. It'll be easy. Doing homework, or just a lot. 12 hours for that. But it'll be easy. You just go in there, be just like washing dishes. 2, regular size, medium, normal. Okay, it is what it is. The teacher says it's going to take an hour, it'll take an hour. Is a class, is a class. You're looking at the situation as it's just a normal situation. It's just, you're looking at it exactly what it is. If it's you have to, for instance, if the leaflet, when the teacher said you have to count the stars in, if the leaflet was like, you're perceiving that the assignment was like counting in the local group, looking at a regular size would be like what the teacher said, counting the stars. It'd be like counting the stars in the local cluster, whatever the teacher's assignment was. I didn't say what it was, but it's like counting like, okay, it's not going to be, it is college level class. I have to put a little more effort in than I did inside of high school. But it's just, that's what it is. The car weighs 3,000 pounds. That's how much energy I'm going to have to affect to push the car. And so that's just it, like homework. You just get it done. Teacher says 100 problems. You just get it done. You just look at it. You're not looking at it like it's simple, but you're just looking at it like that's just something normal I have to do. And you just spend about average amount of energy. You don't really overly exert yourself. You're not like overly worried about it. That's not necessarily the best way to look at it, because if you look at everything as is, like, oh, that's just normal, then the next teacher gives you another assignment. Oh, that's another hour. Oh, that's another hour. Now that's fine. If you keep your cool, you'll be fine. But if you got 6 classes and they're like, everyone gives you an hour, and you're like, oh, that's fine. That's it. You just get it done. So that's regular size. And finally, of course, Mount Everest. That's like the teacher said in the opening, count the stars in the universe. Mount Everest, large, galactic. Your perception of the class is like a book the size of Mount Everest. It might as well be counting beans in the harvest. Probably have someone say, you might as well just quit. But don't quit. No, what you have to do is, you have to, if you're looking at it like that, of course that will cause lots of anxiety. It will require you a lot more energy to get started. The teacher says, write 1-page essay, and you're just like, you just start worrying about 1 page. Oh no, I didn't read the book. Oh no, and oh, praise the Lord. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I mean, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And the energy to get started requires more impetus. And then, you have to, it's just, it just makes it much, much harder on you when you look at it from the Mount Everest perspective. So you're not looking at it down, you're not looking at it level, you're looking at it up. Oh no. And you don't want it, of course, to hurt you in that effect, because you will be, your thought process through the day, you'll be thinking about that. I mean, that was the first class. So you said, we're gonna count the stars and bleh. But you just say, I'm going to, you're just worried about through the next class, math class, through the English class, social studies class, music, art, appreciation. And I mean, then there goes your concentration, because you're busy worried about this Mount Everest size thing, because you made it a Mount Everest size project. You forgot that, other people passed the class. You forgot that, don't worry, it'll be cool. I mean, red lights and sirens didn't go off when the teacher said it. The teacher just walked in and said, just do it. I mean, the rest of the kids didn't pass out in the classroom. No one started yelling and screaming. I mean, you didn't see anyone dash for the door once the teacher said that. So, I mean, when you look at it, that's perception. So, the perception book sizes. I mean, you're either counting stars in the local group, in the local cluster, in the whole universe. It's just how your perception is. Are you looking at it like it's a leaflet? Whew. Breeze through it. 2, regular size. 3, Mount Everest. Small, medium, large. It is our decision how we look at stuff. And that will, of course, help us locate, if we're looking at it as Mount Everest, locates fear, and you can eradicate, say, wait a second. I'm not going to think of it like that. I'm going to think of it that's going to be easy. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. I mean, you can move it down. You can move it down to regular size, but the best thing is to be looking down. So we want you to do that. So the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Bye.